So, welcome to the day 4 of this Content to Cash challenge. And today we are going to cover how you can make your content stick. Okay, content that actually lands, wherein people can resonate with you, it sticks in their mind. That is the whole goal of content, which is also going to build trust. So, you would have noticed that even if it is same content, okay, what they are trying to say, the message is the same, but there is one content which really makes that impression on you, and there is other content which is forgotten. So have you ever wondered what is it that makes the content memorable? What is it that makes the content stick? So I'm going to decode that for you, okay, in a minute. So before that, I want to ask all of you guys, do you all watch movies? Have you guys been watching movies? Right? We all love to watch movies, and we actually, um, so after this Netflix, it's not so much of it. But before that, we used to actually long for the release of the movie and go to the theaters and see it, right? So now just think about it, that what is it that after a blockbuster movie release, you would see that the girls, they start dressing like the actress from the movie. You would see the guys having the same haircut. Remember this Tere Naam, after the movie Tere Naam, you would see so many people doing their hairstyles like Tere Naam. And then the shooting location where the movie is being shot, it becomes the viral go to destination. And every marriage, every DJ party that you go, you would listen to that song everywhere. So have you ever thought, why does this happen? Not that those producers, directors, or actors have told you to copy them, right? But why does this happen? Has anyone thought about this? And that is the secret that we are going to decode today. So I'll share my screen with you. So what happens is, the Bollywood movies, or I would say any movies, they hijack your brain from different angles. Okay. And we are going to understand each one of that. So for the first one is visuals. You would remember like a movie that you would have seen 10 years ago, but there are some memorable scenes that you can still remember. Think about this movie called as Sholay, right? There are certain clips of the movie, certain scenes of the movie, you still remember it, right? So when it comes to visuals, there is lot to it. It is the colors, it is the costumes, what the actor, actresses they are wearing, the locations, the entry, the expressions, lot goes into the visual part of it. Then the second part is auditory. So when we talk about the auditory, is the background song that you hear, the dialogues, the punches, the emotional music, the theme song, right? That you keep on humming after days. Like you watched a movie and it just sticks to your mind, and you keep on singing that every time. You cannot let it go out of you. And this is very important. And this is where most people's content misses. So you would have seen some scenes wherein you feel actual goosebumps in your arms. You know that it is a movie, it is not something real that is being happening, but still you feel that emotional moment. You cry while watching the movie. You get scared, right? You get that adrenaline rush. You get that rush in your chest, and your body reacts as if the story is happening to you. So, for your content to stick, it is very important that you are you are using these three elements wherein through your content you are involving your audience through visuals, through audio, and also through experiences, right? When you use all these three, that's when your content will go magical. Now, I'm going to share some content that I really love. I am not very sure that if you would also resonate with it. So, I have been following that account from past 18 months. It took me very long to decode that what is it, what is that element in that particular account because of which it is memorable, right? Until it is just few weeks ago, that's when I could decode it. So I have never till date used all these three elements in my content, but I will show you so I can give you example of somebody who's already using it brilliantly, and not in one piece of content, but she uses it in almost every piece of content. So she has mastered the art. So what I want all of you to do is you can watch her 8 to 10 content pieces, and you will come to know the logic that she is using, the framework that she is using. And you can ask ChatGPT that how you can use this particular framework in your content as well. So I'll share that with you. I've been following her for more than 1.5 years, but I could not figure out that what is it. So see this. So now she is talking about the kinesthetic thing, like change the way you talk to yourself, which is about the experience, and your life will change. I'll give you one more example.
Monica, we can't hear it.
Sorry,
We can't hear it.
you are not able to hear it. Okay, 1 second. Okay. Uh, fine. This Google Meet is not giving me that option to open it in this particular tab. So okay. So I'm going to share those videos with all of you guys, and you can have a look at it. And each of her content will really make you feel something. Okay, so she uses very powerful storytelling. She will talk about imagine this, listen to this carefully, right, visualize this. Every piece of content she is creating, she is using this element, and I could crack this code just few weeks ago. So that is how her content is becoming memorable. And if you see her account is growing exponentially. She's barely using paid ads. She's growing all through organically. She has 1.5 million followers. Now, she is not using any clickbait hooks. She is not following any trends like you would normally see, right? She's neither dancing, nothing like that. It is pure value that is being shared, but she is growing exponentially. So, this is one account that I would suggest everyone to go through. Now, her recent post, I would not say that to go through her recent post, but if you would check some post which has been around 3 to 4 months ago, because recently now she has started posting a lot of image posts. But if you go back, there will be a lot of videos that you will be able to see, and whatever I have saved, I'm going to share those links as well. So I want each one of you to go through these videos, understand it. Now, very important element that I've seen in her video again is that whatever you are speaking, right, you should feel that energy in your body. Like if you're just speaking the script for the sake of it, but if you cannot feel it, it is going to reflect. The other person can make it out. So when your entire body can feel that energy of what you are speaking, right, it creates altogether a different effect on the person, right? It becomes more trustworthy, it becomes more memorable. So the goal today is we are going to create a piece of content which is using either of these three, wherein you are asking your audience to visualize something, or you would ask your audience to listen to this, or you would say that, have you ever felt like, right? We are going to use this as our opening statement today. Now, to give all of you an experience, I want each one of you, okay, all of you can go in the chat box and tell me, are you a tea lover or a coffee lover? If you're a tea lover, just type tea. If you're a coffee lover, type C in the chat box. What is it that wakes you up in the morning? Bhakti says tea. Gopal, what about you? Okay. So what I want you guys to do is just close your eyes. Okay. Close your eyes. Now, when I talk about your morning chai, what do you see? What is the first thing? I don't want you to type anything or to say something. Just close your eyes and visualize. So, what do you see when I say this word morning chai? What is it that comes into your mind? Is it the steam rising from your chai mug? or is it the shape of your colorful mug, or is it the color of that chai that you are really wanting to sip, or is it the froth that you are visualizing when you have just poured the tea in the mug. Now just notice that what you are able to recollect, what is it that you can imagine. Now when we talk about the sound, you are you able to imagine you mixing, like your spoon is clinging against the mug? Are you able to hear the sound of you pouring the tea into your mug? You able to listen to the first chusky that you are taking in this winter season? You are taking the first chusky of your hot tea, right? And the experience, which is like in winters, the chai becomes an memorable experience, right? In cold winters, when you have the hottest thing, which is chai in the morning, it just wakes you up. It just makes you feel amazing. Now you can open your eyes. Now I want to know, how did this make you feel? Could you all imagine this when I spoke about it? You could visualize this, and there are more senses of yours which becomes active, rather than me saying that I had chai yesterday. But if I am using some elements wherein I am making the person visualize about the chai, the person is getting involved with me mentally, right? Mentally and emotionally, because I'm making that person experience something that the person has already experienced in past, and there is a bond that is being built. So we need to use this particular, we need to leverage this in our content. Sensory rich language, right? Gopal, you as an NLP coach, you will be understanding this much better. Correct. So this is the most powerful way, and which is being used like widely in the videos. Now a lot of you, yesterday Nishita was talking about powerful video editings. Now, if you would see the Gayatri's video, the videos are edited well, but there are not so many sound effects or not so many visual effects that is being added. Those are simple videos which helps you to visualize what she is speaking. It is not some random edits that is being done, wherein all that is doing through her videos is activating all your senses. And this is not, I would suggest for somebody who's just starting out, but this is the goal that you should be keeping, right? So right now, at least align your words, like when you are recording your video, your words, your body language, right? And the emotions that you are like, your voice modulation has to go as per the script, rather than just sounding flat. So even if you are able to make this small changes, you would see the replications of it in your videos, right? Is this clear for everyone? Just type clear in the chat box if this is clear so far. Awesome. So for today's video, what we are going to do is we are going to use any of the hooks that you have generated for day 1 or day 2 or day 3. And let me share this. I hope you're able to see my screen now. Just type yes if you're able to see my screen. Okay. So I've given you some examples here. So say for example, if you're a mindset coach, now I'm using this element called as kinesthetic. Ever felt like your mind is running faster than your day? So you're making the person imagine that, right? Okay, you're taking back to what that person is experiencing. Here's the one thing that grounds me instantly. Place your hand on your heart and take one slow breath. Feel that drop in your chest. That little shift has saved me from countless spirals. So this video is not going to be a long video. This is going to help you to connect with your audience. So we are going to keep it very short, but we want to awaken their senses. Okay, that is what we are going, that is the goal of this particular uh, content. Now this has to be done through videos only. You cannot use carousel post or image post for this. It won't work. So this is for the mindset coach. Then you could also use it like as a health coach. Confused by all the fitness advice shouting at you. So the person will be able to imagine, yes, I am listening to so many advices and I don't know which one to pick up, right? A person who wants to lose weight or who wants to gain weight is listening to all the possible hacks, all the possible contradictory information. Some people would say that you should eat meals at every 2 hours, and then there is a contradictory information which talks about that you should be having only 2 meals a day, or you should be following OMAD, which is 1 meal a day that helps you to lose weight faster. So there are so many contradicting. So you are taking back to the experience that person has already faced, like confused by all the fitness advice shouting at you. Try this rule instead. So then you will be giving one secret hack of yours, which is only a one liner. I heard this years ago and it cut all the noise for me. And then you are asking them to follow you. So the goal here today is you are asking the person to follow your account. Now, before you create today's video, I'm going to share the link for her profile. Just go through her. It will give you a lot of ideas. Go through her 8 to 10 videos. It is going to open up a lot of things. You will also get an idea how you can use it in your specific niche, right? Now, there is two ways to consume any kind of content. One is just like you become a consumer of it and you listen to it and watch the content. And there is another way wherein you are decoding it, right? Now you have got into this content creation game. Now, every time you are watching a content, right? Every time you like a content, you need to decode it, that what is the element in this particular content that I loved, right? What is this content have done differently and why is it standing out? Start um, seeing the content, start looking at the content with that perspective, and it is going to help you. Second perspective that you need to have is, okay, I love this content. Now how can I use this content for my niche, right? Because you would like content from different niches and you cannot just seek that inspiration. You can just seek the inspiration, but you cannot copy paste. So you need to figure out, like, you need to be creative for that. And if not, then just copy the script, tell chat GPT that this is the content idea that I love, which is from, she's a healer, okay? So she's a healer. So this is from this specific niche. My niche is so and so. How can I use this kind of content in my niche? So ChatGPT will give you ideas about it. Now this is for productivity coach. Your to-do list ever look like a long, blurry wall of chaos? Right now, somebody who has not been able to finish their task and who has a long to-do list, right? You are making them imagine their to-do list, which is so long, there are so many things to do it, and it is all chaotic. So one more thing that I would like to add here is whatever outputs I've given you prompts for every single day. Now, whenever you are recording the videos, you don't just copy and speak it as it is. You see how you can tweak it, what goes best with your language. And now a lot of you are just starting out, so I've given you the prompts. But the best way is you can speak to ChatGPT, right? So if you explain what you do, right? You are a so and so person, and whom do you help with? What do you help? If you are speaking to ChatGPT, ChatGPT is going to understand your tone, the words that you use, and the output that it will give you will be very close to your voice. So now, since that you have created content for last 3 days and have got comfortable with that, I would suggest you do not copy paste the prompt. Start communicating with ChatGPT, which will give you much closer script. Anywhere, once you get the script from ChatGPT, read it 4 to 5 times and add some touch of yours. See this. Your to-do list ever felt like a long, blurry wall of chaos? So blurry wall of chaos. You can say chaos, but blurry wall is not something that we use day to day. So you can take this and ask ChatGPT to make it humanly, like how a productivity coach from India would speak about. So make those minor changes, and you would be good to go. So this is the prompt that I have given for today. So act as a high converting Instagram content architect using psychology, storytelling, and micro actions. You need to tell I am so Gopal would say I'm an NLP coach helping whoever is your target audience. If it is working professionals, working women, housewives, coaches, consultants, business owners, and what result you help them, right? So if you are recording in the regional language, you speak to ChatGPT in regional language only. Now here, start with a bold attention like. So remember the prompt that I had given you on day one. So ChatGPT had given you roughly around 10 hooks. Now you have used only one hook. There are 9 more hooks. You can use any one of the hook from day one and paste the hook here. Then call out the core struggle in one tight sentence. So like I've given you examples here. Here's the one thing that grounds me instantly. Place your hand on your heart and take one slow breath. So this is what I would suggest you to give it, so that it is more personalized, but ChatGPT will also generate for you if you are not able to. And then give one practical tiny step they can apply immediately. So one more important thing is, whenever you are sharing anything on social media wherein you are giving them some value, ensure that it is something that they can do immediately. Now, I would not share somebody on how to create their funnel, right, in a short video content, because I cannot cover. And if I am giving them those steps, which is going to take 6 to 7 steps, nobody will be able to immediately implement it. So rather than that, I would just talk about how to how to attract audience for your top of your funnel, right? Which is one step, the first part of it, and wherein I can break down into 3 simple steps wherein a person can immediately implement it. So anything which is going to take them time, they are never going to implement it. Anything which they can implement it within like 24 hours, if they are really longing for it, then they are going to, you know, be more interested in your content, because whenever it is something that is going to take time, they are going to just procrastinate on it. They will be like, I will do someday. But something they know, okay, this is very much doable, they're going to immediately work on it, and that is how they will also save your content. So this is how you can improve your views on your content, because once they have saved, they are again going to watch your content. So give one practical step which they can immediately implement. Add one personal sentence showing that how this shift changed you or your clients. Like I told you, we are personally bonding. Connection is very important before a transaction happens. And then close with a soft human CTA, wherein you are asking them to follow your account, or this is what I would suggest you today: follow your account, or you could ask them to save it, like the value that you have shared. You can either ask them to follow you or save this particular video. So you have to include at least one sensory phase in the script, which could be visual, sound, or feeling. So I've given you examples here, and the account that I'm going to share here, if you see every pieces of content, she is using only this formula. Every single piece.